Welcome back, guys. In today's video, I'm going to look at one specific case, a video clip that's been going viral on social media in the past few days, and it shows a couple filming an alleged UFO or a bunch of UFOs in the sky above Winnipeg River in Canada. Now, we're going to take a look at the clip first and then discuss. Let's get into it.
Yes, that was, is that Towers B? Look, there's another one there. Look at, what the f*** is that? Yo, I think we're seeing...
And immediately I'm looking at this and I'm like, what's going on, bro? He's like, oh, there's a bunch of UFOs. Darling, give me the worst camera you can find and let me film this. You know, it's like, I mean, I really tried hard to find better footage of this clip, like a better version, but this is the best you can find. Even you go down into the quality settings in YouTube, the best you can get is 360p. I mean, dude, what is it, like 1995? Unbelievable. But anyway, it gives us a rough idea, but keep that in mind. We're probably losing out on a lot of detail here of this clip, which will actually become important later on. So what we can see is what looks like fires, right? It looks like a bunch of fireballs sitting above the tree line. So the tree line is here. And my initial thought when I saw this was, this is mountains. We had previously similar cases where we just had big mountain ranges, and because they're in the far distance, you don't see them. Lights or fires on top of the mountains look like lights in the sky. However, when you actually go to that area in Manitoba, close to Winnipeg River, it looks like that, okay? There are no mountains of that size at all. Like, it's a pretty flat piece of land. So I think we can confidently exclude the option that this actually shows fires on top of a mountain. And looking at it now, I think even the lights that we see here are not on land. They are above the tree line. You can kind of see the 2-pixel tree line down here, but they do seem to move down slightly, right? They're having like a slow pace moving to the ground, and they seem to be very, very bright. Also keep in mind, this dude is far away. You can kind of see him maximum zooming out here. This is really, really far away from this side. So again, I guess a lot of the detail is lost also due to the zoom. But it's intriguing footage, right? I don't think it's CGI. We can see the reflection in the water. It looks pretty real to me. And now these ones are popping up in the sky again. And I think what we can really definitely say, without a doubt, is these really look like fire, right? The way they are flickering, it looks like something is burning. And obviously, UFO believers will kind of make the point and say, well, you know, that's UFOs because they're like burning. You know, there's some kind of fire around these alien craft. That's why they look that way. Well, the two people who spotted it, the man is called Justin Stevenson and his spouse Daniels Stevenson, pulled over to film these sun-like balls floating above the tree line. Daniel later posted that specific clip on Facebook where loads of people described it as an unusual anomaly and a transparent shot of UFOs. Many have claimed that it's helicopters, drones, or flares dropped from a plane. However, the mechanic, this guy's a mechanic, Justin, disagrees and is adamant that there isn't any clarification for the sightings. He also said that they've been sitting above the tree line for the longest time and then they began to maneuver down, at which two extra popped up proper out of nowhere. Okay, that's how he describes it, and we kind of saw that in the video. Also, the whole thing didn't make any sound, allegedly. Now, what are we looking at here? Is it aliens? Is it UFOs? No, it's not. It's actually pretty easy to explain. What we're looking at here are military paraflares. Okay, what are those? Military paraflares are basically oil drum-sized containers that burn and that they drop off planes, and they sit on parachutes. So they are slowly gliding to the ground. They're dropped off aircraft and often used to illuminate the ground for like search and rescue missions. So I have to assume maybe it was just a drill or something that was going on there, but maybe that was also an active search and rescue mission where they dropped these flares to illuminate the ground because they were looking for something or a person. They do burn for a few minutes and they look a little bit like this. You can see it here. There's also a video that I found that looks a little bit like that. Gives you an idea how these flares look when they actually come to life and when they burn. Now, I can already see your argument. You guys are saying, well, these are flares. So when you zoom in, you can clearly see, you know, the trail of smoke basically coming from the flare. Well, keep in mind, the dude filmed it literally with a potato. It is the worst 360p footage that exists, and he filmed it from kilometers away, right? You could see it when he zoomed all the way out. It is really, really far away. So detail like that, considering the camera, considering the distance, I think it's fair to assume it's just not visible. And I found this comment on Reddit under the specific post by a guy called Police, and he says he used to work for the military. He has dropped them. He has carried them. I assume he's a pilot. He also says that the description by the witnesses matches perfectly the profile that he described. They dropped 2 flares, and then once they got burned out and too close to the ground, they dropped 2 other ones. That's why you see the other 2 lights popping up above. He also says he looked up the special use airspace near where the sightings was, and guess what? Canada has CFB Winnipeg there with numerous aircraft and ground units training squadrons. The sighting happened near CYA 404T, which is a Canadian airspace advisory area for military activity. Okay, and at this point, debunked. Okay, it's debunked. There are no questions. That's what it was. It was a bunch of military para-flares, as they call them. That's why they burned so bright and looked like fires, because that's what it was. It was fires. Okay, so once again, the cognitive dissonance between this guy being like, no, you know, I reject all these explanations that it could be flares. It's got to be aliens. It just, it tells the story one more time, what terrible observers people are and how bad they are at estimating things that they see in the sky. So there you have it, guys. Another one debunked. If you enjoy these kinds of videos and explanations of these incidences, then please don't forget to smash the like button. I would greatly appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel and maybe join our Discord for ongoing debates about all kinds of things, including UFOs. I appreciate you being here. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Bye.